Argentina's voters seem to have decided to punish the country's two main political forces in a primary election held on Sunday, pushing a rock-singing libertarian outsider candidate into the first place in a huge shake-up in the race towards presidential elections in October. With some 90% of the ballots counted already, far-right libertarian economist Javier Milei had 30.5% of the vote, far higher than predicted, with the main conservative opposition bloc behind on 28% and the ruling Peronist coalition in the third place on 27%. The result is a stinging rebuke to the centre-left Peronist coalition and the main Together for Change conservative opposition bloc, with inflation at 116% and a cost of living crisis that leaves 4 in 10 people in poverty in that country. "We are the true opposition," Milei said in a bullish speech after the results. He said a different Argentina is impossible with the same old things that have always failed. Now, far-right populist Javier Milei rocked Argentina's political establishment by emerging as the biggest vote-getter in these primary elections to choose presidential candidates for the October general election in a country battered by economic woes. Milei, an admirer of former US President Donald Trump, says Argentina's central bank should be abolished. He thinks climate change is a lie. He characterizes sex education as a ploy to destroy families. He believes the sale of human organs should be made legal, and he wants to make it easier to own handguns. Analysts say the upstart candidate, who gained notoriety and a rock star-like following by angrily ranting against the political caste, as he put it, did much better than expected in these elections and is a real contender for the presidency now in the South American country. Celebrating in his election headquarters, Milei vowed to bring an end to the parasitic, corrupt and useless political caste that exists in this country. That's how he put it. He goes on to say, "Today we took the first step towards the reconstruction of Argentina. A different Argentina is impossible with the same people as always." Before the election, analysts had warned that a better-than-expected showing for Milei would likely upset financial markets and lead to a sharp plunge in the value of Argentina's peso, amid uncertainty about what economic policies he might implement if he became president. Though Sunday's voting was officially to pick candidates for various political blocs, it was also viewed as a nationwide poll on where candidates stood with Argentines going into the October election. The initial results suggest Argentina has become the latest country in the region where voters are looking to an outsider candidate as a way of expressing their anger against traditional politicians. Discontent is widespread in Argentina, which is struggling with annual inflation of over 100%, rising poverty and a rapidly depreciating currency. Milei attracted support by calling for the country to replace the peso with the US dollar. In the main opposition coalition, United for Change, voters also appear to be ready to move more to the right, as former Security Minister Patricia Bullrich handily beat a more centrist contender, Buenos Aires Mayor Horacio Rodriguez Larreta.